Hello and welcome to this short guided breathing practice. So for this first section, we can be in a seated position, maybe on a cushion, on the mat, in a chair, maybe even lying down as we arrive. Have with you a blanket or a cushion or a pillow handy for a little later on in the practice. And so, let's find our seat. Allow the spine to be tall, almost as if you have a magnet on the top of your head and a magnet on the ceiling, which is gently drawing us upwards. The back of the neck is long, the chin is gently tucked. Give the shoulders a wriggle and allow them to come and rest. You may want to take a mudra, maybe the chin mudra, thumb to first finger, stretching the rest of the fingers away, resting on the legs. Or maybe just resting the hands on the legs. We want to be comfortable, but we want to be upright in a kind of a noble sort of posture. If we're lying down, just making sure that we're comfortable. Okay. So let us bring the eyes either completely closed or softly closed, half gazing. And then let's direct our attention to our breath. And so we're not changing anything here. We're just observing this natural breath, this breath that the body does without us even thinking about it. And we're noticing, is it smooth? Is it jagged? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Not trying to change anything, not judging the breath, just a sense of curiosity. What does the breath feel like in the body? And then seeing if we can watch the whole of the in-breath and the whole of the out-breath. And when the mind wanders, because that's what minds do, just gently coming back to the breath, watching the whole of the in-breath and the whole of the out-breath. And then noticing the point where the breath changes from the in-breath to the out-breath to the in-breath. And perhaps even lingering on this change of direction. So at the end of the inhalation, we find this still point before the breath turns into an out-breath. And just lingering in this stillness just for a moment, not forcing. And then taking in a slightly larger breath, as if we're breathing in air to the cave of the belly. So let's breathe in. Let it out through the mouth with a sigh. We'll do this 2 more times in your own rhythm. So a breath in, fill the belly. Let it go with a sigh. And 1 more. Let it go. And then dropping the head down so the eyes are coming towards the ground. Allow the breath to normalize again. And if the eyes have been closed, gently opening the eyes. Looking around, being aware of the room around us, and gently lifting up the head again. So we're going to move on to the alternate nostril breath. Okay, so I'm going to mirror you. So taking our right hand We're going to be using the thumb to block off one nostril, be the ring finger that blocks off the other nostril. So in this breath, we alternatively breathe in through one side and then the other. So I'll direct you through this. We rest the index and middle finger between the eyebrows. So we have the thumb and the ring finger. They're doing the blocking of nostrils so the air can come in through the other nose. So let's do it together. So taking the position. With the other hand, if we like, we can take the chin mudra again, thumb to first finger, stretching the rest of the fingers away, but only if that feels comfortable. So take a full breath in through both nostrils. Then block off the ring finger, breathing out through the thumb side. And breathe in through the thumb side. Change the block out through the ring finger side. In through the same side. Change the block out through the thumb side. In through the thumb. Change the block out through the ring finger. In through the same side. Then at the top of the inhalation, change the block out through the thumb. In through the same side. Change the block out through the ring finger. Breathe in, same side. Change the block out through the thumb. In through the thumb. Change the block out through the ring finger. In through the ring finger. Change the block out through the thumb. In through the thumb. Change the block out through the ring finger. So going on your own rhythm now. So starting off that same side. At the top of the inhalation, change the block. So going in your own rhythm. And so when you next breathe out of the thumb side, we'll bring this to a close. Big inhalation through both of the nostrils. Let it go. So, moving now into a lying down position. So in our lying down position, there's two options for the legs. You may want the knees bent, or you may prefer to have the knees out to the side, soles of the feet together. For some people, this can feel kind of almost too exposing. We're kind of quite open here. And if that resonates with you, that it's that bit too open, have the knees up to the ceiling. Equally, if this position creates any discomfort in the lower back, bringing the knees bent with knees facing up. And today I'm going to go with the knees facing up, but I encourage you to explore, perhaps alternate one session having the knees out, another session the knees up, and just seeing if there's any difference, seeing which is more comfortable for the breath here. So we're in a comfortable position. Let's first start with bringing the hands to the belly. Almost allow the hands to give the belly a little bit of a massage. So we're feeling the edges of the bottom of the ribs here. Pressing in, just sliding off the ribs, feeling kind of the solar plexus area. This is where the diaphragm is in a relaxed position here. And just feeling around, gently pressing into the belly till you reach the bony parts of the pelvis. Just feeling around. There may be some tender bits. Just be really gentle. Just Just have that feedback of touch to feel this whole area. And then resting the hands gently on the belly. And then breathing in. And as we breathe in through the nose, and then we're allowing the belly to fill. As we breathe out, the belly softens. Now, if it feels like the belly isn't really doing anything and the breath is coming from the top of the chest, then we literally push the belly out using our muscles, and then and do it at the same time as we breathe in. So although it might not feel like the breath is coming to the belly, we're imitating the movement as if it is, just to allow these kind of these nervous system muscular pathways to link together. So it's fake it till you make it, essentially. So breathing in, letting the belly grow, breathing out, letting the belly soften. And just feeling gently with the hands as we do this. 3 more breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more time, using the belly muscles to billow out as we breathe in. Relax, breathe out. Okay, now this time, gently holding just below the ribs with the hands. As we breathe in, gently feel just a very small, subtle amount of expansion as we breathe in. So breathing into the belly, almost as if we're breathing in almost like a nectar. It's coming down the air pipes, coming into the belly. And it's just letting some expansion. We're not forcing anything, just almost as if we're gently blowing up a balloon. And it's just that first little stretch of the balloon. So let's just do a few breaths. Do it in your own rhythm. Just breathing in and out towards the belly. And just being curious to what happens without judgment, just noticing. And relax off any effort, just letting the body breathe for you. Coming to that natural breath. We're not trying to change the breath. The body can just do it for itself. And it doesn't matter where the breath's going as we rest in this natural breath. It could be belly, top of the ribs, sides of the ribs. It doesn't matter, just whatever it naturally goes to. And then let's take either our folded blanket, our cushion, a pillow, and put this on the belly. And then we're holding on. So it's almost like we're giving ourselves a little bit of a hug here. It's safe. Okay, we're secure here. Okay, so once again, as we breathe in, allowing put my teeth in, allowing expansion in the belly. So not trying to force it, just allowing, giving permission. And as we breathe out, the belly softens. Just doing this in our own rhythm. If we notice any unusual sensations that we can tolerate, just being with those. Just noticing, but just gently carrying on with the breath. And then softening down again, relaxing back into this natural breath, this breath the body's doing without us even trying. And just stretch through the jaw. Maybe a little yawn. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Release the shoulders down. Have a little wriggle. Maybe a few pelvic tilts. Lift the buttocks. Drop them back down. Just having a little wriggle through the body. hugging in again on the blanket. And then let's breathe in. Breathing in as if imagine that there's a cloud around us. It's a really healing cloud. Maybe it glows with a white light or a golden light. And as we breathe in, we're breathing in this mist, this cloud. And it's coming down the throat, coming into the lungs, and it's coming deep, deep into the bottom of the lungs. And the diaphragm drops down to draw this mist in. Okay, so let's prepare and take a breath in. Allow the mist to gently come in to the cave of the belly. And then we're gently letting it move out again. Maybe allowing the breath to come out through the mouth. And then letting go of any effort, coming back to the body's natural breath. And this time lift the feet up, lift the hands up. Have a little shake through the feet and hands, little circles. And bringing the feet back down. And so if time allows, you may want to carry on staying in this position, doing a few more rounds of this deep belly breath. You may want to call it a day for today and revisit again tomorrow. So if we're leaving here for today, let's take a big breath in as if we're filling the whole of the body. Let it go with a sigh through the mouth. And again, big breath in. Let it go. One last time, big breath in. Let it go. And then gently rolling over to the side, coming up into a seated position. Thank you for joining me in this pranayama, this breathing practice today. Namaste.